Good morning, everybody. So you all saw the disaster of the box that I made, and it's here. You can see it's not great. But what I'm doing is I'm pre-doing videos for a while I'm at my mom's, and I have just one more to make, and I should have one for you every day. So what I thought is, even though this box didn't turn out great, I still want to decorate it, and that will give you an idea to see what it kind of can look like if you do it right and everything's right and all that. So I thought, well, let me go ahead and decorate this. And I've got the white already cut from making the box, and they can be layered up on each other, and with a little bit more dimension that way. Also, on theirs, it looks like they have the outline in the red, and then they took the dye here and filled in the white. I'm going to do it the opposite. I already have the whites cut out. I'm going to do the reds. It doesn't matter. It's up to you what you want to do. And the paper that I actually want to use is this paper. It's Crafter's Companion paper. And, it's just got that cute holiday look, and I thought that would add a little something to it. And then I could do like these stripes here to go around the box. And this one to go around the box. And we can just kind of play with it a little bit so that you get an idea of the decorated box, even though, remember that I did not do a good job. I think really that it was just too cold in this room for the glue to work. I don't think it was the glue's fault. Even the tape wasn't wanting to hold it down, and it was just a disaster. So I think this room is just too cold, and what I have to remember is to keep the door open so the heat from the other rooms comes in this room. But I grabbed this glue pen, and I checked it, and it's working. Well, the glue's coming out anyways. So we're going to try it. But first, let's start by cutting out the candy cane and decorating our candy cane. And since I'm using this paper for the whole thing, and I'm not sure I have other sheets of it, and this paper come from the Crafter's Companion. Oh, did I cut it too short? I just need the little cutouts. I don't need anything else. But I will need that for the band around the side too. So, now if you remember, if you watched the other one, I really tweaked out my I really tweaked out my folder, but it still worked. So we're gonna still use it. As long as it's working, that's all we need. And this paper's thin, and we shouldn't have any problems trying to get 2 layers or whatever with it. Okay, so here we go. So now, what I think I'm gonna do is stick this. Wow, that's a big border, right? That's a big border. Let me look. I might not like this. Wait. That piece didn't cut all the way. Oh yeah, it did. It's a very small piece. Okay. So this would go like that. I don't know about lining these up. That that I'm kind of looking at this one to see it all. There. Here in the bottom. So now that I have this, I can kind of space them out a little better. Well, that is big spaces. And I guess that's going to be it. I'm not real impressed with that right now. But I'm sure these were the smallest size, right? Maybe they weren't. Let me check if they... I'm sure they were, but if they're not... Oh, see there? They're not. So I am going to cut this out again and get them the right size, because that definitely matters. As we can see, that's way too big of a border. And again, I'm doing it again. I need this flipped the other way. Now I said it wasn't giving me a hard time. The other piece went through just fine, and this one doesn't want to. This one doesn't want to go. Time to get another folder, but I really don't want to start the video over right now. I'll make you wait while I go get one. Here we go. There we go. I don't know what the difference was, but there we go. Okay, I still want it to stand out up higher, so I'm going to go ahead and run this one through. Also, look at the little edge if we need it for something else. That's pretty even, too. Usually, if I'm trying to get it that even, I can't. Okay. All right. So now I have two of them, so I can layer them up. So now I can layer them up. And I can get these pieces on. I just heard a weird noise and I don't know what it was. Okay, so this will go down here. And the next one, now see, I've got them all kind of jumbled up because I wasn't careful. Ooh, that might not be the right one. That's got to be the right one. This should be the next one. And then this one. No. Huh. Maybe this one is the next one. There we go. That makes more sense. No. I think I'm trying to lay it down in the wrong place, or it's got to go this way. This little thick one. Ooh. This thick one might actually go there. This one we know is on the bottom. This one might actually go down here. No. It's like a puzzle now. Wait. I still have this to tell me. So this one is that one. Okay, this one looks like this one. Okay, this one goes here. We can kind of see now where that pattern's gonna match, right? Now this one, a pattern, it's not matching, but it's matching up better than it was, and everything's fitting better now. So, this little pin, and this is the Nuvo Smooth Precision, and hopefully it's not going to be so affected by it. Okay. I was like, uh-oh, now it doesn't want to come out, and I had already checked for that, so... Okay. I'm looking at the picture for preference, and what I have to remember is that I'm looking at the white pieces, not the red pieces. Oh, I don't need that one there right now. You see, this is already wanting to hold, and it's getting some lift, but it's holding, sticking to my fingers too. So, I give it a little squeeze to help it come out, and then a whole bunch comes out. doing them too close together again. This should have been farther over this way. Well, I'm not doing tonic justice, am I, today? Or with this, it is today. It's the same day as the day I made the box. It was just earlier today that I made the box. And I gotta get these videos made so I have videos to post while I'm gone. I will be home for Christmas, but this is just a trip, quick trip to see her before the holidays. This needs to come down and just a little bit. A few of them should probably be readjusted here. My fingers, and this glue is sticky. This, my fingers are crazy. So this should all move a little bit. See how sticky. Oh well, it is what it is. Ugh. Oh, my fingers are horrible sticky. I just want to run and wash my hands, and I would have to stop the video, pause the video, and hope. So I can pause it, but then if somebody calls or something while it's paused, it stops the video, and I've actually had instances where the video disappears. Come on, glue, don't stop now. It's in there. There we go. Don't remember it being quite so runny, but kind of makes sense that it would be, since it's in a pen, right? Let me put the cap back on, so. That is bad sticky. Really bad sticky. Okay. So this will go on the top. Like that. That's cute. I think it is anyways. With that pattern paper. Oh, my fingers are so sticky. I don't have wipes in here right now either. That's not good. Should always have wipes available, right? Oh, sticky, yuck. I'm not going to be able to fight this the whole time. That's just not feasible. Would end up being a disaster area like the box was. So I am not gifting this box to anybody. I don't have to worry about anybody getting it or feel bad that I give it to anybody. So I'm just doing it so you all can see it, because it's not fair to Tonic, really, to have done that last video. and how the box turned out so bad. And all I can say is that the box turned out so bad and still worked that you really got to give Tonic credit for that. That it still worked, even though it was put together all wonky. Okay. So I'll stick that on there. Now, inside the base dies are the decorative dies. And we have a thin one for the top and a wider one for the bottom. And so what I want to do first to make sure that I have what I need is I'm going to use the one for the top first. And that way, if the bottom doesn't get it, it's not a big deal. Now, because my folder is messed up, I'm going to cut this out first. And since we needed 3 of the base, I am going to assume we need 3 of these. And so what I'm going to do is cut them. I'm going to try doing all 3 of them. I know I can do 2, and I'm not so sure about the 3. But I'm going to try 3 of them. And we'll see how that goes, because that's pretty thick. This paper is pretty thin. Now I could just do this and not cut that other decorative strip out. This decorative strip. Maybe I'll look at it and see what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Let's try 3. It's going through, no problem. Did it cut though? It's a very basic die. Did it cut all 3 layers? It looks like it did. So see, you really have to kind of judge what you think is going to work. Let me try. Is that going to work? Is that going to be cute? I think it is. I think it's going to be better without the stripes out than with. So I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to tape it. I'm not doing the glue. I'm just going to tape it. My fingers are too sticky. The glue doesn't want to come out easy, even though it did earlier. Doesn't want to now. I do know that I want my seams covered. So I'm just gonna put it on and cover my seams. Just gonna get a little tiny piece for the end there. Covering up that seam. Like it looks like it might need more than 3. Because this will come here and go. And see, I was afraid it might because I went so big on it because it didn't tuck in nice. I am, after I get back, gonna have to make the gingerbread man one. I promised somebody I would make them one, so I gotta do it. So I'll do a video for that. I just gotta get the right cut machine in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go all the way to the end, okay. Now the hard part is gonna be getting in here. Right, okay, and keeping it straight. Getting it up in here and keeping it straight. Didn't quite get it all the way up in there. All right, I need just a little tiny strip of that now. And I'm not going to cut just the strip. And I could have if I used a paper trimmer on all of it. But it's got a little, I mean, you can tell it's die cut. And so I want to keep that look going. I don't want to change that look. It may not be noticeable, but it also may be noticeable. And you may not notice it until later. And then you're like, oh man, look what I did. And, you know. So keep that in mind. That should be enough. I should be able to put it here and down in there. I'm gonna have to cut some off. Okay, so I'm going to come over the top of that, and that's where it's die cut. So that's the end that's going to stick out. And then this one will come this way, and I need to put a little bit of tape on the end there. It's okay if it goes over the edge. I'm just going to take it back up on itself. And now I can cover that. So there we go. There's the lid. And so much better, right? I mean, what you can do with a candy cane and a strip of paper is amazing. Now we have to figure out, do we want that? I'm not sure that I want that on the bottom now. That just might be a little overdone. I might just leave it like that. Even though, like I said, I'm not giving this to anybody. But I would do the same thing probably down here as I did up there. So if you want to do that, you can do that. We've got a bow here. I was going to put the holly on, but now I'm looking at the little bows and thinking maybe we want a bow. Look at that little bow. How cute is that? I don't know. Let's do the bow. Of course, now we have to figure out what color we want the bow. So we need the little tails. We need the bow itself, and we need the little tie piece. And you don't necessarily have to cut this out, but you can cut your own out, right? It's up to you. Wait. They didn't use this tail piece. They used this. They used that. How'd they get the little bow tie? That looks different. They just cut the trim. They just cut that for the bow tie, it looks like. See, you can alter the dies. Even they do it to their own dies. Do I still want to try to use this one, or do I want to use that one? I'm going to try it with this one, I think. I think. So this, I think I will use the polka dots. Yeah. I don't know about the folder, but these pieces with the folder here. And the little teeny tiny piece. My finger was sticking to that. Now, if this is with that bubble, I think it is. Let me try it. Okay, it's going. Good. We got it. None of them even moved. Not a budge. So let's make the bow. I don't remember where any of this was. And I'm just trying to keep it good. Okay. So now the problem with this is we need glue. What did I do with that little pin? See if I can get it working. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go back on it. Just easy. Because you don't want to rip that. Use your fingers or whatever. And get it to come in like that. It's a tiny little bow. Try not to fold it down. Try to keep it rounded. Holding it, holding it, holding it. Oh, there's a little bow tie that comes with him. There it is, right there. He's got his own little tie. want to try to get the I think that's got to push down. Yeah. There. It's just not holding it. Because we know these glues are not made for this stuff, right? But they should still work for this. I'm going to trim it. And hold it. I think I am better off definitely trying to just use double-sided tape. That base is a little bit big right there, but excuse me, you can trim that. Okay. So now I have that. I'm wondering about doing both together. So maybe we need to look at that. Let me get this green. I only need a tiny piece of green. Well, where'd they come from? Right here, huh? I don't think I'm using this piece. Let me just wait just in case. No, I don't think I'm using this piece. Oh, I get it. These are just, no, there it is. It's a skeleton. So you do want to use the other piece. Because that is just an outline. See, I thought I could do something like that. But that bow covers that up, so in actuality, no. they don't work well together, so I'm just going to stick the bow on because I think that's cute. And we will have to do the holly for something else together. But that bow, I think it looks adorable there. Don't you think? I think I'm just going to have to do it. Definitely make sure you have good adhesives that are working before you try to make the box. That's going to come apart because my adhesive didn't want to work. But there we go. That's a cute little candy cane. I like it. And it's too bad my box is messed up because that would be adorable, adorable, adorable. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. You know, we could still put this together. Let's do that. Let's still put it together. We need a green. Let's still put it together. Well, I don't have good adhesive. That's my problem. Trying to stick that down right now is not going to work with my glue, so that I have in here with me right now. So there we go. We have our box. Very different. Everybody's always turns out so different, but it is what it is. All right, if you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. Everybody have a blessed day. If you don't tune back in, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye, y'all.